Hello everyone. Today we are going to start a new topic of chapter 12, that is fragmentation. You might have seen a green slimy structure in the stagnant water body, sometime in a pond and sometime in a lake, or so in this stagnant water body, maybe in our houses also, maybe water it is stored for some time, for some days, or for maybe a month. So a green slimy structure develops on the stagnant water. So have you ever thought this how this green structure, how this green slimy structure develops on the stagnant water body, and what these are structure? So these structures are not only a green, okay, they are the green algae. These are the plants. They are the variety of a plant, and they are known as a green algae, which is known as a Spirogyra. So these green algae, we are saying, they develop on the stagnant water body, and in a very short period of time, you can see they cover a complete water body. It means a complete water body it is covered by these green slimy structure. So these structure, it means these green algae, they reproduce by the asexual reproduction, because as we have discussed, by the asexual reproduction, in a very short period of a time, a parent cell or any individual, they can grow and they multiply their individual. So these green algae, they also reproduce by the asexual reproduction, by, and which is known as fragmentation. This is the type of asexual reproduction. So by this method, they can cover a complete water body in a very short period of a time. So fragmentation, we can define the process of breaking up of a parent animal into small parts, each of which can grow into a new complete individual. So we can define a fragmentation. It means, because green algae, the structure of a green algae, they are a filament, they are a thread-like structure. This thread-like structure of a green algae, which is known as filament. So when they start reproducing, the filament or the thread-like structure of the green algae, they breaks in a different parts, and each part it grows into a new complete individual. Now you can see the diagram. In the diagram, this is a Spirogyra or green algae. We are saying they are present in the stagnant water body as a thread-like structure, and these thread-like structure are known as filament. So the filament of the Spirogyra, when they start reproducing, the filament of the Spirogyra, it breaks, maybe at any place, maybe at some places, okay, and these, when it is breaks, it divides into a two or more parts, and each part, you can see, it divides into two parts, and each part it develops into a complete new organism, and each part, it is known as fragment. That's why this method is known as fragmentation. Now next topic is next method of asexual reproduction, that is spore formation. So you might have seen in a rainy season or in a moist or humid area, a thread-like cotton thread-like structure develops on a maybe a bread or maybe chapati, or sometime on pickle also, or on the wood or on the leather shoes in the rainy season or in the humid or moist place. So have you ever thought what these structures are? Actually, these structures are fungi, and these fungi, have you ever thought how they grow on these on these items, on these materials? So these fungi, they reproduce by the spore formation method. So they grow on these materials, and they reproduce by the spore formation method. So spore formation, as the name suggests, it means these fungi, they form the spore. Okay, that's why this method is known as spore formation. You can see this is the structure of a fungi, because it is found in a fungi. Generally, it is found in a fungi or bread mold. The common example of a fungi, bread mold, which is also known as rhizopus. Rhizopus, it's a variety of a fungi, and generally it grows in a bread. That's why it is known as bread mold. Okay, so rhizopus, we are saying it's a fungi, so it reproduces by the spore formation method, and this is the structure of a fungi. So you can see this is the structure of a fungi. So this complete body of a fungi or this network like structure, the thread like structure is known as hyphae. And these hyphae, this thread like structure, it attached on the substrate on any material by the rhizoids. You can see these are the rhizoids. With the help of these rhizoids, these fungi, they attach with the substratum, they attach with the any material on which they grow. And this network-like structure, this thread-like structure is known as hyphae. And now on the hyphae, you can see this is the rounded structure. This rounded structure is known as sporangia, or we can say it is known as fruiting body. In this sporangia, spores are formed. Because this is a sporangia, so in this sporangia or sporangium and fruiting body, spores are formed. That's why it is known as sporangia. So spores generally they are a very tiny spherical structure and they are covered by a hard protective coat. So by hard protective coat, they can withstand, they can prevent themselves by the extreme or harsh condition. Okay, like maybe in a high temperature or in a low humidity. Maybe they are grow in these places high temperature or low humidity, so they can remain alive by this hard protective coat. It means they are covered by a hard protective coat. Okay, and they grow in the sporangia of fruiting body, and this sporangia it develops on the hyphae. Okay. So as the favorable condition occurs, this sporangia it bursts and spores come out from the sporangia. You can see this is a burst sporangia. It means when favorable conditions occur, maybe when it means the temperature it is according to their germination for their growth, and humidity also it is also favorable for their growth. So in this time this sporangia burst and spores they come out. And these spores they can scatter or they can disperse in by the wind or by the water or by the animals or insects in the environment, and they can scatter from one place to another place, and they can grow into a new complete individual. So fungi they grow they reproduce by the spore formation method. Some other organelles like liverworts and mosses they also reproduce by the spore formation method, because they are a lower organelle, so they can't reproduce by the sexual reproduction. They always reproduce by the asexual reproduction and by the method of spore formation. Thank you for watching my video. So if you understand by my video, so like, share and subscribe my channel.